Hello, my name is Eric, and I will be speaking to you guys today about universal health care. The greatest nation in the world should be the beacon of light that shines bright and causes others to look towards them for guidance and leadership. What makes you the greatest nation should start with how you treat the citizens that make up that nation. A mentally and physically healthy nation has a better chance towards a positive future. Today, I would like to speak with you about a subject that affects many in the United States, if not all. This is a subject that affects the wealthy as well as the poor. We find ourselves at a time where health plays a tremendous part in our longevity as citizens of the United States. In order for a society to move forward in a positive direction, it has to have mental health, physical health, and emotional stability. As we look at the physical part of these needs, healthcare plays a vital part in a successful and healthy culture. We look and find that in the poor parts of the United States, there is a disproportionate availability for affordable health care. The wealthy has access to the best health care available, which shows that finance plays a big part in being healthy. In order to be healthy, you must eat healthy. Exercise plays a big part. And you also must have a job or financial way of paying to do the two things that I just mentioned. Other factors play a part in it, and this is the reason or the necessity for universal health care. As we take a look at other countries, we find that they have universal health care. And the wait time may be a little bit longer, but its citizens are able to get the help that they need without stressing about whether they're able to pay for it. I'll give you a perfect example. I was traveling to a family reunion, and on the way home from their family reunion, me and my children were in an automobile accident. Now, I had health care. My premium was high. I was working at the time, no problem. In the accident, I was injured. Thank God that my children weren't, but I was. As they rushed me to the hospital, and when I ended up in the hospital, they were doing x-rays and they wanted to do other x-rays and everything to make sure everything was okay. I refused the service. And the reason why I refused it, because the first thing that was on my mind was I'm not going to be able to afford what it would cost in order to cover this. This put me in jeopardy. It put the livelihood of my children in jeopardy, me being the sole provider. Therefore, I didn't receive the care that I should have, and now, years later, I'm paying for it from the side effects of what happened to me during this accident. When we as citizens get sick, we shouldn't have to worry about whether or not to pay a bill or to be able to afford to be healthy. I think we should be able to do both. We should be able to go and get well. We should be able to afford to pay our bills, and we should be able to work and live a long life. How to pay for universal health care is something that we have to figure out. As we figured out how to pay for our city roads, and we figured out how to pay for things that have nothing to do with us as physical beings, then it shouldn't be that hard of a task to figure out how to pay where everyone has access to health care. I think overall that if we took away people's ability to financially gain through the health system, such as medical products and things like this, where the doctor would shy away from other things because of cost and pay, it would make a big difference. Now, I have a few references that I think you guys should go and read, and it helped me to formulate mine. New England Journal of Medicine, Paulie MV, Blending Better Ingredients for Health Reform, R.J. and Benson, J.M. Theirs is Public Opinion at the Time of the Vote on Healthcare Reform. And the third is Elizabeth A., an associate who is at greater risk of receiving poor quality care. If you go and research these, you will find a wealth of information on the subject of universal health care. Now, again, we as a nation, the greatest nation in the world, the last thing any citizen should be worrying about is health care. The Bible teaches us to look after each other. The Bible teaches us to watch over thy neighbor. The Bible teaches us to love thy neighbor as we love ourselves. One of the things that stick out to me in the Bible is one of the earlier parts of the Old Testament. Cain and Abel. There was a statement made, am I my brother's keeper? And the answer is yes, I am my brother's keeper. Be blessed, be encouraged, and be in faith. And remember, God loves you and he cares.